Have you ever caught yourself lying awake at night and thinking about someone you lost? A friend, a partner, maybe even a family member, and felt that deep ache of regret? You're not alone. Today, we're going to dive into the regret of a lost relationship and how do you heal from it. So many people who feel wounded are walking around with a ghost memory of someone that they loved in their past. And they can't get through it. They compare other people they're dating to that person. And honestly, if you continue this life, you'll go years still regretting and never able to finally look and find a real love again in your life. So I want to talk about why you're not crazy and why we regret lost relationships and why they're so important to us. First of all, we have this what if mindset. Our brains love playing the game, what if? And what if I tried harder? What if I'd said the right thing? This is counter-factual. Thinking creates the illusion that we could have saved the relationship if only we had done something differently. And you can see how making yourself the problem in this way can really cause you to stay stuck. Because once again, it might have not been the other person if you play the what if game. Might have been you, and that's the worst scenario of all. Relationships become part of us. When we lose a relationship, we can feel like we've lost a part of our identity. And I talk to people all the time, and I had this same feeling. When I lost my father, I felt like I had lost a body part, like my arm or my leg. He was that essential to me. And that's why regret can sting so deeply. We're mourning the other person, but also the version of ourselves that we were with them. So whoever you were with them, it goes away when that person is gone. So you may have really liked the person you were when you were with this other person. But when they're gone, you have no touch with that person of who you liked about yourself again. And it makes it just a loop of feeling bad about yourself, beating yourself up, and everything else. And the pain of an unfinished story. Humans crave closure. And when a relationship ends without answers, our minds get stuck on a repeat cycle, trying to resolve, an ending we never were able to receive. And nostalgia makes the past look better. No matter what's going on now, and it's pretty crazy if you're alive in the world right now, there's another twist. Over time, our brains highlight the good and they blur the bad. So when you compare who you were with this person, everything looks better than it is now without the person. Suddenly, the relationship you had with this person seems perfect in hindsight, but it wasn't. It was flawed as well, or else it wouldn't have broken up. So how do you heal from this? Well, the first thing, you have to acknowledge it without judgment. So let yourself feel the regret. Instead of fighting it, try saying, the regret shows how much I loved connection, how much I valued the connection. Talk nice to yourself. You can regret it, but you can always give it the answer of the reason I regret it is I highly value connection. And there is no shame in that. There's too many people that don't have value. So if you have value of connection, good for you. That's an honorable thing. Second, seek the lesson, not loops. Ask yourself, what did this relationship teach me? Instead of replaying what you could have done differently, focus on how you can grow from the experience. What did you learn? What is it teaching you? What will you try next time in another relationship? Create your own closure. Instead of just having that void and staying stuck in a loop, create the closure you want. You may never get to hear from the other person, the final conversation, but you can create a symbolic closure, writing an unsent letter, journaling, or even a personal ritual to say goodbye. What would be symbolic of this relationship? Do it now. End it on your terms. Reinvest in the present. One of the best ways to heal regret, and we know this from research, is to nurture the relationships you do have today. You may not have this person, but you have good friends. Give the investment of your time to your good friendships and really nurture them. Help them through what they're going through. Listen to them. Be there for them. Regret keeps us looking backwards. Our friends keep us looking forward and enjoying the present. And that connection can pull us forward. Practice self-forgiveness. I say this because the worst enemy when you're going through regret is yourself. You regret what you did. You regret what you didn't do. You regret what you said. You regret what you didn't say. Most regret comes from believing we failed. But remember, you acted with the knowledge and capacity you had at that time. So forgiving yourself is the bridge toward moving forward and letting go of it. And I want to remind you, because sometimes we forget with regret, maybe the other person has their own regrets. Maybe they wish they would have said different, not said something, whatever. When you let go of blaming yourself, of forgiving yourself, you're also ending with a closure that you're sort of creating. It all feeds into an opportunity for you to move forward. Regret over a relationship is a sign of how deeply we care. So anybody who has regret in a relationship, that's because you really cared about this person. We can't rewrite the past, but we can choose how it shapes us and moves us forward. If your relationship ended and you felt a great regret, you don't have to use that regret to punish other people you may date. You can use it to love them in a different way. Maybe something you learned from the past relationship. Approach regret with compassion, a feeling of learning from it, allowing yourself to grow into something capable of even deeper love. Maybe in the past, your partner always said, I want you to talk more. I want you to be vulnerable with me. I want you to trust me. And you had a great big wall that you couldn't break down for them. Maybe try just taking one brick off that wall and reinvesting yourself in a new relationship. So you might not ever be real comfortable being totally open and transparent and vulnerable, but it happens when you're willing to change by taking one level of the wall down. That in of itself is a big advancement toward loving another person. If this resonates with you, take a moment to reflect. Is there a relationship you've been holding regret over? And what's one small step you could take right now to start working toward that, learning from what's happened to undo what you may continually persist with a new relationship in the future? If this video is helpful for you, please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much.